Hello, this is Ted Gambardella, and I want to report to you that the NBA lockout is the worst idea in the history of bad advice to players. You know, we just have to speak up and make ourselves perfectly clear. The NBA lockout of the players, by them refusing to take less money from the owners, is the worst idea in the history of sports and sports unions giving bad advice to their players. Let's make one thing perfectly clear. We're not just saying that to support the greedy owners, but because it's simply the truth. And here in simple terms that even a sports agent with a high school degree, which most don't have, can understand. If you are an NBA player, you might have 10 years, if you're really lucky, of playing life. And let's assume you make $10 million a year. The owners are asking you to take about $500,000 or 5% less, $500,000 less, and make $9.5 million a year. But you demand that you get $9,750,000 a year. $9,750,000 a year. So you go on strike and get zero. Instead of making $9.5 million, you get zero that you will never, ever, ever see again. And that means you lost $9.5 million for the rest of your life. And your agent is telling you this is a great idea and just hang in there and that you can live with making zero because somehow in their imaginary mind they're going to make that up to you and you're going to make another $10 million somewhere else. No, you're not. And both of you agree that it makes more sense to make zero than to lower your demands and only make $9.5 million. That is the definition of stupidity. Nothing else even comes close. And in 5 years from now, when you're completely broke, you'll wonder how you were so stupid. But as logical as this argument is, that doesn't stop the players from using the race card and calling the owners slave masters and worse, and having the press eat it up. And that brings us to our final point. The press is not the players' friends. They don't care anything about you as a player or a person other than how it can sell advertising. They simply do not care. And if you think they do care about you personally, you are only fooling yourself. The press is not your friend. Stop the strike. Settle for making the paltry $9.5 million a year instead of making zero. You will never get the chance to make that $10 million up in the rest of your life. Settle the strike. It is that simple. Stop being stupid. This is Ted Gambardella. I'll see you next time.